everybody, I'm HondaPro Jason, and this is my corporate headquarters. Just kidding. I'm at Honda Vintage Culture's corporate headquarters. Want to take a minute before I showed you the cars to show you what kind of enthusiast the owner Patrick is. This guy is crazy. Look at all these model cars, and behind the model cars are these stickers in these plastic little containers, these little glass containers. These are the actual emblems that went on the F1 cars. I don't mean replicas, I mean the actual ones that were supposed to be stuck onto F1 cars. These are in these glass containers. Totally sick. Place is riddled from side to side with memorabilia, and he is a hardcore enthusiast. I'm gonna show you his I might even show you all 5 of his cars downstairs. But Honda Vintage Culture, the vintage part, comes from all the vintage stuff he has. And he's starting with the very beginning where Honda started. He's starting with racing, because if there wasn't racing, there wouldn't be any Honda. I mean, if it wasn't for all the old vintage cars, we wouldn't have Civic Type Rs right now. So enough about Patrick, enough about his office, and let's go downstairs and check out some of his cars. Let's start with the top left, your CRX.
Okay.
When did you buy it?
2007.
And what condition was it in when you bought it?
It was an original, high mileage, clean car.
Okay. And what was the first mod you did to this?
All of them. I just took it apart.
Did you really? Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, I just took it apart.
The roof is a full carbon, one-of-one roof you put on the car.
Absolutely.
That is so cool. And then Mugen body kit. What wheels are these?
These are Work Emotions.
Nice. Engine is
B18.
Oh, nice.
Toda cams. We have full race, cross member, high-tech exhaust. We have big brake kit, which it of course doesn't need because it weighs nothing.
Good point. And you lightened it up too, didn't you? A lot.
Yeah, I tried to save weight as much as possible. We have a super lightweight battery. We've taken weight out everywhere we can. It's more about adding lightness.
Okay. I like that. Adding lightness.
About adding crazy power.
Okay. Let's go right underneath it onto the NSX. When did you buy this?
NSX was purchased in November 1999. It's been with me 20 years.
How many miles were on it when you bought it?
2,997.
And how many miles now?
26,000 or so.
26,000. Man, you drove this thing. What's your favorite part about the NSX?
Way it feels.
Yeah.
Steering.
Oh. And this is like a bunch of CompTech goodies throughout the whole thing.
So at the time, I think I purchased everything CompTech except the supercharger. So it's the carbon airbox, coilovers,
nice.
Headers, exhaust, cat back, cat delete.
Love it. Love cat delete. That's gotta sound good. Oh, it's gotta sound so good.
Sounds fantastic.
We might have to start this up. Okay, we're gonna go top right into the Integra Type R. 97?
97, 300, 1 of 300, right? Used to be my daily driver. Now it's
He told me
no longer.
He told me he dailied this for a while till they actually found out what the prices started going up and up and up and up, and he's like, that doesn't make any sense anymore. So let's turn this into an actual collector's car. And you went through almost the whole car, right?
Yeah. So I decided when I decided to take it off the road and make it a collector car, I replaced every nut and bolt under the car, repowder coated suspension components, repainted elements, powder coated calipers, highly detailed the engine bay, placed nuts and bolts, and re-undercoated areas. It's mostly original paint, just the nose has been redone. One cool mod I like, which is super simple, it has 4 front NSX wheels on it. So they look the same. It's mostly the same design,
okay,
just 1 inch larger. So I think it's a nice subtle touch.
Very cool.
And it's an amazing car to drive, as you know.
I've driven it, not for an extended period of time, but I've driven it and they're awesome. I drove one on a track and they were insanely cool.
Fantastic car. The faster you drive it, the higher you rev it, the better it feels.
I feel that way about my Type R.
That's
Speaking of Type R's, before we go any further, check those out. That's Patrick's, and that's mine. Patrick said he wasn't a huge fan of the Type R until he drove it. and then you just bought it.
Amazing.
It was that. It's an amazing car.
Amazing.
And speaking of amazing cars, we have your S2000 as the final piece of the puzzle here. When did you buy this?
So it's about that in 2008.
Okay.
8,000 mile car when I bought it. Has about 25 on it now. It's a Silverstone red, which I believe is the best color combo. It's an AP1. I love to rev the heck out of it. It's my only 100% stock car.
Okay.
Need to make sure my wife is able to drive something.
Good point. Good point. And now, on top of being an enthusiast, you're also the owner of Honda Vintage Culture.
I am.
And I wear all of your stuff.
Thank you very much.
And I get compliments every time I wear it from everybody. So for those people that don't know, tell me a little bit about the brand, like maybe where you got started and what your vision is for the future.
Sure. Vintage Culture celebrates the motorsports history of Honda Motor and the innovative style and innovative engineering excellence that we all know and love Honda for. And we focused our first items, our collection of first items on Honda's early stages of Formula One. But you can count on the fact that we're going to touch every aspect of Honda's great history at some point.
I love it.
So we're using vintage photos and vintage properties and sort of freshening them up, reinventing them with modern style.
It's awesome. They want to hear more, they want to buy or look at some of your stuff. What's your website?
Vintageculture.store.
Vintageculture.store. We're laughing because we just did a video and I called it something else about 4 or 5 times. So it's vintageculture.store.
That's correct.
Check out all this Honda stuff. I guarantee you have never seen anything like it. Like I said, I wear all this stuff. Little things like these zippers actually say Honda Motors on them, if you guys can see that. Not just YYK or YKS, or whatever the generic version would be. The back, hold this for a second. I'm gonna turn this thing around. Don't move. The back looks sick. The sides look crazy. The inside looks insane. I mean, look at this. Who does that? Who does red stitching inside? And there's a pocket. I mean, the whole thing. And I'm sorry, I didn't even notice this. There's also a hidden zipper pocket.
Cell phone pocket, baby. Gotta have it. It's all about attention to detail.
You thought of everything. You really did. The attention to detail in your cars is awesome, and your apparel is amazing. I'm so glad I made the kind of side track. It wasn't really a fast track, a side track to come out here to New Jersey to visit you. So thank you. And guys, thanks for watching. And as always, this time from New Jersey, I'm the Honda Pro. And now you're in the know.